Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live. I'm excited that you all are joining me here and I'm ready to go ahead and dive in. Let me tell you what this particular live is going to be discussing. We're going to be discussing, drum roll please, business as usual is out. Yes, I had to have a conversation with myself this morning, just kind of, working out what we were going to be doing. Not we, but it is kind of we because it's we, meaning myself and Creative Signature, my company. But basically, just kind of talking about some of the things that we were going to be taking care of today. And my thought process was business as usual is out. That's right. Business as usual is out. So let me go ahead and just kind of introduce myself to those that are new here to let you know who I am, what I do, and who I help and serve. So my name is Keisha Way, and I'm a systems and operations strategist, and I help women in this service-based industry that are in the preparing to go into the growth phase with their systems and automations. And my ultimate goal is to allow you to gain more freedom within inside of your business. You don't have to always sit behind your desk and do work hour after hour, minute after minute, because there's ways that you can get around doing that. There are systems and automations that you can put in place that will assist you with gaining the freedom that you need within inside of your business. I know being an entrepreneur, it can take hours and hours, days and days, weeks and weeks to get projects off the ground. I get that. But, there's an easier way to do things, and we don't have to always, stress about getting those things done. It's okay to ask for help when you need help. It is okay to ask for help when you need help. But again, today our topic is business as usual is out, simply because it is. Now, for those of you who have been in business for quite some time, a lot of times you have to shift, a lot of times you have to pivot. So therefore, the way you would normally do things is just it's no more. You're going to do things so that it is for the betterment of your company, so that it's for the betterment of yourself, and so that it is for the betterment of the clients that you're going to be working with. And even if you're selling products, there's times where your business is not going to operate as usual, right? Think about some of the things that we have coming up. So we currently have Black Friday coming up. So we know that people have already planned for that. So business as usual is not going to be the same. We know that we have Christmas coming up. All of these holidays are coming up. So your business is not the same. But there are some encouraging things that I want to give you on today when we're talking about business as usual is out. It's just three simple things that I want to talk to you about. So if you're ready, go ahead, drop a number one down there to let me know that you're ready. If you're not quite ready, drop a number two. And that lets me know that, hey, it's okay. Everybody's not going to be ready at the same time, but just drop that number two down in the comments. And eventually you'll be able to drop a number one or send me a DM and let me know. Hey, this information was really, really great for me. All right. So when we think about business as usual is out, I always like to use acronyms. So when I look at the word out, the first thing that popped in my mind was organized, right? So when I think about business as usual is out, I think about we need to get better organized with the inside of our businesses. We need to get better organized with our desk area. We need to get better organized with the things that we want to do within our business. When you're all over the place and you have one too many things going on at one time, yeah, some people operate very well with that. But my suggestion would be to get organized so that when you're going into this new season, because I do believe there's a new season for each of us, and it's so ironic that on the prayer call on Wednesday, our pastor talked about it being a new season after we got off the call. She may have said it on the call, but I know she definitely said it in our group text message afterwards about it being a new season. And then on my coaching call last night, the coach also discussed that it is a new season, right? So in this newness that we're about to take part in, we need to get better organized because how can you tell others and expect others to do a certain thing if you're not organized with inside of your own business, right? So if you are a coach or if you are a consultant and you've been having conversations with your clients about, being better organized and getting their skills set together on paper and making sure that they can communicate, what's going on with inside of their business, are you doing the exact same thing? Ask yourself that question. Am I doing the exact same thing? So if you need to get better organized, drop me an emoji of any sort to let me know, hey, I need to get better organized in my business as well as I need to get better organized in my home. Because sometimes if you look around, if you've got little bits of cluster and clutter around your home, do you have that same thing inside of your business? Do you have the exact same thing inside of your business? I don't know. But guess what? Business as usual is out. So we're going to be making some changes. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into what that U stands for. The U is be unique and be you. Be unique and be you. Right. So I was having a conversation with my daughter, and her 8th grade year, she decided that she was going to create hoodies and she was going to sell these hoodies. And she did very well in doing so. But when she did it, other people started to create hoodies and sell their hoodies as well. Well, she was kind of thinking like, well, if so and so is doing it, why should I keep doing it? Because they're probably going to be making the money that I could have been making. And I'm like, no, you don't stop doing that. You be unique and be you, and your business will come. The clients that are supposed to be attracted to your product and your services, now I'm talking to you because I did have this conversation with her as well. But the clients and the customers that are attracted to your services and your products, they're attracted to it not only because you're doing a great thing, it's because you're unique. It's because you're you. And it's okay to be unique. It's okay to be you. We're not going to always fit in. And fitting in, quite frankly, is boring. Who wants to fit in with everything that they do, right? So it's perfectly okay for you to be unique. So, in the midst of getting organized, make sure that you allow your uniqueness to show up in your business because business per usual is what? We already said it. Business per usual is out. All right. So the next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at that T. What does the T mean? It means value your time. So when I talk about valuing time, we think about everybody gets the same 24 hours in a day, right? So if we all get the same 24 hours in a day, who's to say you can't build a successful business just like the other person does because they get the same amount of time as you do? Granted, you may have a family that may be larger than theirs, or you may not have a family, but they're working around it. You may have a 9 to 5, but you can still work around it and get things done in your business. You may be a solopreneur. You can still get things done with inside of your business. We have to start to value our time more. We're wasting time because a lot of us are wasting time strolling, we're wasting time, watching television. We're just wasting our time away when we could be, putting some things in play that are going to help us with inside of our business, right? And if you are a business owner that is not really valuing your time inside of your business because you're doing so many tasks that could be automated, that's the thing that you have to look at, right? And you have to think about it. When you're a business owner and you're inviting clients into your space, you have to value their time as well in the midst of valuing your time. So it's kind of like a mirror. So if you know that you have a call scheduled at 7 o'clock and you're going to show up at 7 o'clock, are you considered late? Are you considered late? If your call is at 7 o'clock, are you considered late? For me, being on time is being early because I value my client's time. I want to make sure that when my client logs in, They know, hey, I'm there. I am here to serve you. I am ready to serve you. I'm organized, I'm unique, and I value your time as well as I value my time. So we have to make a decision. What are we going to do in the midst of our business? What is it that we're going to do? Make the decision, make the right decisions. Now, sometimes we may make the wrong decision not knowing so, but don't ever look at it as failure. Look at it as a lesson learned. Um, at some point in time within inside of your business, I know that you should be doing what we call a correction of errors. Are you doing a end of the month where you're sitting down and you're processing what went wrong in my business, what went right in my business, what do I need to do next time around? What do I need to write down inside of my procedures and my processes so that my team member will also know that these changes have been made, that this is what's going on inside of the business? It's a lot, but if you stay organized, you will be able to maintain your business successfully. And there are several different tips and strategies that I could give you and talk to you about when staying organized. Because sometimes, we can be organized in our head, but not necessarily organized on paper. And when we're like that, does it help you when you have a team member? Does it help you when you have the clients? Because the clients can't read what it is that's going on in your mind. Your team members may know you very well, but they can't always read and evaluate what's going on in your mind. So it's best, to get organized on paper. So, or video, or however it is that you keep your organization's SOPs and processes and procedures. But all right, so let's get into the nitty gritty. So we've talked about business as usual is out. So as we're talking about that, I want to tell you a little bit about the masterclass that I'm going to be hosting coming up on November 15th. And who is this masterclass for? This masterclass is for any solopreneur, any entrepreneur that has to onboard their clients. So the title of this masterclass, it is called Onboarding Your Dream Client. So you can go ahead and register right now at KeishaWay.com, or the link that's in my bio. I know there's a bio link there. So click that link in my bio, and the first thing that you should see is the masterclass. So inside of this masterclass, we're going to be talking about onboarding. We're going to be talking about automations. We're going to be talking about your dream client. But when your dream client gets to you, what's there? What's available for them? How are you interacting with them? Right? Do you have the right qualifying questions? Do you have a welcome video? Do you have a welcome email? Do you have a system that is going to automatically send this information out to them? I'm curious. I'm really curious if you have that done. But either way, make sure that you show up for the masterclass. We're going to be on anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. And like I said, we're just going to be digging deep into, onboarding your dream client, because everyone has a dream client that they want to work with. And if you don't, I will be able to help you, navigate who is your dream client. We can even do it down to the name. I remember having a one-on-one session with someone, and we were talking about, their dream client. What do they look like? What are they wearing? And she described it, and she was like, oh, wow. Like she could literally see the person that we were describing. And, sometimes you can go ahead and put the name to that actual client that it's going to be. All right. So business as usual is out. I've given you 3 tips. Let's run back through those tips. Get organized, right? Get organized. There's no reason for you not to be organized. Pinterest will help you get organized. There's a couple people on Instagram and TikTok that will help you get organized. Don't go down a rabbit hole and get stuck and start looking at, all these other, things that are going on inside of social media, but definitely make sure that you get organized is serious. Making sure that you're being unique and that you're being you, because that is what is going to attract the clients, and they're going to know, hey, this is who I'm supposed to be working with. You don't have to be like everybody else. It's simple. You may look like everybody else. Your package may look like everybody else, but be unique and go ahead and continue to be you. And then the last one, again, value your time, value your client's time. Be able to push. I don't want to say push. I don't want to say push. Let's remove the word push. But be able to know that time is valuable. It's very, very valuable. And to be frankly, time is not promised. But we want to make the most of the time that we do have and make sure that we're valuing the time. So make a decision today to be great. Don't do business as usual. Go ahead and revamp that thing, because 2024 will be here before you know it. And when it comes, um, hey, business as usual is going to be out. So again, go ahead and get registered for that free masterclass. Let me stop the tickler really quickly and just put it on the screen so you can see it, and make sure that you get registered, because I know that we're going to be having some really, really good information that's going to go forth, and you're going to want to be in the room. You're going to want to be in the room. But guess what? If you're not available on the 15th, still sign up so that you'll have access to the replay. So make sure that you still sign up so that you have access to the replay. Again, onboarding your dream client. You can go ahead and register at KeishaWay.com. Just click that first link that you'll see. Or if you're going to click the link in my bio, just click that. You'll see that first link that's going to be there is going to be for the masterclass. All right. So I hope that you all have an amazing day, and see you on the masterclass, if not sooner.